Hello, welcome to Miss Barr's Coffee Table. And you're looking at 3 Robert Munsch books, all 3 illustrated by Michael Marchenko. And I can't read all 3 right now. I've already decided on Smelly Socks. But you let me know. Do you want the next one to be the Sandcastle Contest by Robert Munsch and illustrated by Michael Marchenko? Or do you want it to be Look at Me, same author, same illustrator as the other 2? So this is Look at Me, and this one is The Sandcastle. So you decide which one and let me know, and I'll do the one with the most votes. But I already voted for today for Smelly Socks. So here's your cover for a clue, and the title just tells you Smelly Socks. And so there aren't any end pages really with any clues other than right above Smelly Socks right there. And then there's a dedication over here if you want to pause and read who they dedicated it to. And here's the picture. And here's the words. When Tina wanted new socks, her mom took her to the only store in town. This store only has black socks, says Tina. Can we please go across the river and get some really good socks? We can't drive right across the river because there is no bridge here, said Tina's mom. You know it is a long, long way to the only bridge, and besides, we don't have a car. So words on this side. Here's the story. Okay, there's Tina. Who's she talking to now? So Tina went to her grandfather and said, can you please take me across the river in your boat? I want to buy some really good socks. The motor's not working on the boat, said her grandfather. Row, said Tina. We can row. I will row, and you can sit in the back of the boat. You will row, said her grandfather. Yes, said Tina. Rowing is easy. Okay, make a prediction. Is that how they're going to get across the river? Also, the illustrator showed you in what directions they're rowing, and it starts over here on the page with the words. And there's a lot of words that tell the sounds. So Tina got in the boat and rowed slowly. Splash, splash, splash. And the boat went in slow circles. Swish, swish, swish. Tina rowed first. Splash, 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 splash. And the boat went in faster circles. Swish, 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 swish. This boat has forgotten how to row, said Tina. Do you think it's the boat's problem? Oop, this one's a spread. Way up here. I'll go over here. You sit in the back and tell me what to do, said her grandfather. So Tina sat in the back and told her grandfather how to row. And her grandfather rowed all the way across the river. Then they walked way through the town to the big sock store. Have you ever been to a big sock store? Oh my goodness, look what it looks like inside. At the store, Tina tried on socks that were too big, socks that were too little, socks that were too blue, and socks that were too pink. Tina tried on millions and millions of socks. Finally, she found a perfect pair of red, yellow, and green socks. Then, since it was almost time for dinner, Tina and her grandfather ran back to the boat, and this time the boat sort of remembered how to row. Tina rowed round and round and round and still got to the other side. There's the words on this side. When they got back, Tina ran home and yelled, "Socks! Socks! Wonderful socks! These are the best socks I have ever seen in my life. Grandpa rowed me all the way across the river to get these socks. I am never going to take them off." "Never?" said Tina's mother. "Never," said Tina. "Uh-oh," said Tina's mother. Why do you think Tina's mother thinks, uh-oh? There we are. So Tina wore her socks for a long time. She wore them for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 whole days. Her mother said, Tina, I know you love these socks. Just let me wash them really quick. They will start to smell if you don't get them washed. Socks, socks, wonderful socks, said Tina. I am never, never going to take them off. After Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, the kids at school said, Tina, what a smell. Change your socks. Socks. Wonderful socks, said Tina. I am never, 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 never going to take them off. Oh, this one's a spread. Words are on both sides. After Tina wore her socks for 10 more days, a whole flock of Canada geese flew over her house and dropped right out of the sky from the smell. 2 moose walked through her yard and fell over from the smell. Ducks, raccoons, and squirrels fell over when she walked to school. She's making a big problem, isn't she? Oh, what do you think they're up to? And look, this guy doesn't like the smell for sure. He's got a special way to take care of it. Finally, even a skunk fell over from the smell. Tina's friends decided to do something. They all came to her house and knocked on the door. Blam, 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 blam. When Tina opened the door, they grabbed her and carried her to the river. Then they held their noses and took off her socks. Ooh, got some good soap going, don't they? But look what the animals are doing. Some of the kids held Tina and some of the kids washed the socks. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the fish in the river floated up to the top and acted like they were dead. The kids washed some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. All the beavers ran out of the river and went to live with Tina's grandfather. They washed some more. Scrub, 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 scrub. Far down the river, people said, how come the river smells like dirty socks? Finally, the socks were clean. Wow, said Tina. They look nicer when they are clean. Wow, said Tina. They smell nicer when they are clean. Wow, said Tina. They feel nicer when they are clean. Tina put on her socks and said, I am going to wear clean socks from now on. The beavers left her grandfather's house and went back to the river. The Canada geese got up off the ground and flew away. The fish decided that they were not dead after all and jumped and splashed in the river. Tina went to her mom and said, my socks are nice and clean, and I think it would be very nice if you took me to town to get me a nice new red, yellow, and green shirt. Promise to wash it? Said her mom. No, said Tina. If I wait long enough, the kids at school will wash it for me. And look what the kids at school did. And I think they lived happily ever after. Thanks for reading with me. Tell me which book you would like next.